Hi everybody and welcome back to the channel. Today I'm going to be looking at some of the ways that I'm currently involved in making ISK at the moment. Now, I, like so many of you, I sometimes struggle to motivate myself to keep going, and hopefully by showing you and trying to ramp up my production a bit more than what I'm currently doing will give me the motivation to carry on. And it'll give you a bit of insight to what I'm actually doing. I know in prior videos I've spoken about lots of ways of what I class as passive income and ways of making ISK within the game, and I thought it would be a great time to just showcase that actually in action. So if this is the kind of stuff you do want to see, then do let me know and I'll do a handful of these maybe over the next month, just documenting what it is that I'm actually getting up to. As we know, I like to do research, and recently I've bought the 10 capital armor plates and the sensor clusters, so I'm gonna get these on and researching. As we know, I like to do research, and recently I've bought the 10 capital armor plates and the sensor clusters, so I'm gonna get these on and researching. So now that the sensor clusters and the armor plates are researching, I'm doing them to ME9 as it currently stands, due to that's the maximum that I can do it in one hit, which will take 21 days, and then after that I'll go to ME10, which will take me another 29 days. And so the current stuff that I'm working on, before I deliver all, I thought I'd go through it. So here we are, we've got several capital BPOs here which are researching, and then I'm doing some invention, running invention, actual invention, on the 280mm howitzers. Then some code processors. You see these are relatively large runs. It was the maximum on them BPCs at the time, so I could only run 30. I think these had more, but that came to pretty much a week, so that's why I chose to do it for 53 days. I think it was 7 days exactly. And some more capital stuff. Some manufacturing thrown in there, so currently I'm manufacturing particle accelerators. We've got 33,000 units of that, and some rattlesnakes. Then we've got some more manufacturing going on here with the nuclear thermal trigger units, again another 33,000 of them. I bought these off somebody recently, relatively cheap, so I've been researching these up. So they've got another day to run before they're done. Then invention on some wardens, some Valkyries, some auto cannons, some more Valkyries, again 100. So at the moment that's 49% success rate, so I should get a good number from these. So I'll return to these in a moment, speak some more about what I'm doing with them. Again, some armor capital plates, which is a little frustrating because I just bought some more of them, not realising I had some, but hey ho, never goes amiss. Capital construction units, obviously got the Tech 2 BPO, cranking some more out, and doing some invention on the heavy assault missile launchers. Heavy missile launchers. Doing a bit of research just to try and round these off a bit. I've got quite a lot of capital item module BPOs, and I'm just trying to round them off to get them to level 10, because for manufacturing, actually from 9 to 10 does actually make quite a large difference if you're doing it in any scale. And then we come down to the stuff that literally I've just stuck in the oven, as you can see here. So we've got the sensor clusters, etc. Now, in regards to the invention, again, I'm doing the invention for this, but as it currently stands, I probably won't be actually using the BPCs once they are produced for the time being, especially for the 200mm auto cannons at the moment, or last time I checked, it wasn't particularly profitable. So let me swap holts and we'll have a look in a moment. So here we are on red. He's in jitter at the moment, so it makes it nice and easy to check the prices. So for the 200mm auto cannon, we've got 406 price, give or take 100k for the invention cost, and we're looking at 100k profit minus tax, so we're probably looking at about 80. what, 80, 160, 220, 220k an hour, so not terrible, not great. To be perfectly honest, I'd probably produce some at that cost. I think at the moment, especially for this, I have a stock of auto cannons at the moment, so yeah, I've got 1600, so I might produce some more and just hold on to them. As we can see here from the graph, yeah, it could go up to 750. Again, there's been a bit of a weirdness going on at the moment with Tech 2 items, and they're not as profitable as they are some of the time. So what I often do is I just keep a stock of Tech 2 BPCs ready to produce from, if the off chance that, for instance, the autocannon spikes, or again we're doing some for the Valkyries here. Let's have a quick check in this. So 575, 100k for invention, so 675. Well, that's pretty decent, 675, so 250k times 2, 500 minus tax, 400k give or take an hour. So again, might produce some of them as well. Now, as it currently stands, I don't think I've got any Valkyries in stock. Oops. No. So I've got the T1 versions. I could do with probably buying some more of them so I can get cracking when the time comes. So I might put a buy order out on there. So 1,000 of them. Done, thank you very much. Now, again, I can produce them myself, but why should I do that at the moment if it's coming under the value if someone's going to give them to me? And so yeah, we're going to take a trip over to Perimeter and we're going to have a look at some of the stock that I've got at the moment. Now, I've currently got a stock of BPCs ready for invention or anything else that if it should come. So again, I just crank these out if I've got nothing better to do or if I'm not doing any invention. I don't do invention all the time, I don't do copying all the time, I don't do research all the time, I don't do manufacturing all the time. I kind of like to mix it up, and I do it as and when I feel like it, but it's always handy if you've got a character sitting idle doing nothing just to print off some, because A, it doesn't really cost you anything, and B, you never know when you might need them. And if we have a look at the BPCs here, the Tech 2 BPCs, as you can see I've got some Valkyries already here. Now I've got quite a lot of them, I didn't realise, to be perfectly honest, so I could do with diversifying a little. Some heavy missile launchers, some light missile launchers, no 200mm autocannons, I think I've built most of them, and I've got no 280s left. So again, I want to diversify what I've got a bit at the moment, so I've only got 747 copies in here, and so I'd like to expand that out. So that's why I'm doing some of the Wardens and other bits and bobs, the Tech 2 co-processors, again just to diversify a bit. I've got some, nope, got nothing in here, it's at one of the other stations, but yeah, so again just having stuff on standby ready. Again, it's always handy to have your alts and that doing stuff if there's actually nothing going on, or if there's, and again, you know, I understand that obviously a lot of people don't have the resources in order just to crank stuff out and hold on to it, but especially the Tech 2 variety, because obviously that does cost, and obviously it's stuck there in stock. Now again, I've got the resources to be able to do that, and again that's been acquired over a long time. But the BPC copies, the Tech 1, pretty much cost you nothing as soon as you got the BPOs. If they're just lying idle, and again you're not using a character or some slots, it just cranks them out. Obviously it's just they're just sat there wasted otherwise. Whether you sell them or not, at least you've got them in the future if you ever decide. One of the annoyances with Tech 2 invention is that in order to do invention you need to first of all copy the BPO, and if you've only got one character you've only got the 11 slots maximum, so we'll round it down to say 10. So you have to first of all copy the BPOs to get your copies. That can depending on how many copies you want, be quite time consuming. You're looking at 3 to 6 days. Then you've got to do the invention, which can be, going on a week, depending on how many copies or invention numbers that you want. And then after that, you've got to do the manufacturing. So the manufacturing is fine because, again, they're separate slots entirely to Tech 2 invention and the copying. But the copying and the Tech 2 invention use your research slots. And you only have, so say, I've got 10 of these for each. So the manufacturing is not generally the issue. It's the science slots where it starts to really hurt. So if you've got them sitting idle, then it's a good idea to be cranking some out while they're just sat there, just in the off chance that you need them in the future and you're not wasting time. And again, the other side hustle I often get involved with is Hypernet. Not done a huge amount of late, to be perfectly honest, not since the last video. Now I am cranking up to do another couple of videos, but I've been relatively fortunate. The Falcon didn't sell, but the Rattlesnake I won, the Macario I won back, the Rattlesnake again, Hurricane, the Gecko, I was just having a bit of fun with that. I thought I'd put it on at 512 nodes, a million ISK a piece. Obviously it didn't go, unfortunately, which was a little disappointing, but not unexpected. I won the Nightmare, I lost the 2 Navy Caracals, and the Rattlesnake. I didn't win the Arazu. Didn't lose that, it expired, and now I accidentally put that one on too much. As you can see there, that went for 124 and they went for 99, so for whatever reason I was trying to amend the price and just had a moment of stupidity and just priced it far too high, so nobody actually bid on that. I could have potentially, because it was going for more, I could have bought an extra node and just had the 3 nodes spare, but I was hoping and trying to see if it was going to sell, to be perfectly honest, but it didn't. So again, not done a huge amount on the Hypernet recently, but again, I will be expanding on that. Other than that, I'm currently doing skill point extraction on a good number of characters. I couldn't tell you offhand how many it is, but it's not the maximum that I could do. I'm currently training up some more alts. I've just started another 10 alts, so I can do more extraction in the coming future. But they are going to take me 3 months. I think it's 3.5 months to get to the point where they are viable, so it is a bit of a slog and it is a bit painful having to log in every other day to change set skills on 10 characters, and that's 10 more added to the 15 actual alts. Alpha characters which are currently training. So at the moment I think I've got 25 alpha characters currently training to the 5 million skill points, so I could start doing extraction on them. So again, it's a bit of a slog, it's not a great deal of fun. As I say, you've got to log in every couple of days to set skills, and on 35 characters that's not a great deal of fun. However, long term it should pay off. Again, I will be able to use all 35 of them for extraction purposes, and so that should net me, give or take, 7 billion ISK a month, assuming I do it on every single one of them, and it currently pays out what the current payout is at the moment. And that's pretty much where I'm at. Now, again, I'm trying to increase the blueprint researching that I'm doing at the moment. Again, I've been a bit lazy, to be perfectly honest, and same as other people and a lot of other people, sometimes it's hard to get motivated to carry on, and I'm hoping by, so say, putting a few videos out there to showcase, it will give me a bit of a push in the right direction to, get the motivation I need to go and generate some more stuff. And so again, that just hopefully reiterates the fact that, I know I preach a lot of it in the videos, and I do go on a bit and try and hammer it home, but it's not just words. I do this daily, monthly, all the time, and anybody who says it can't be done, I am doing it. There's nothing hidden at the moment that I am doing that generates me ISK elsewhere. This is all I'm doing, and this is what generates the ISK that I'm currently making. So hopefully showing you exactly what I'm doing gives a bit more weight to some of the previous videos I do. And now, I'm not saying obviously this is possible straight off the bat for everybody. It does take a considerable amount of investment. It has taken a long time to get to here, but the point is you can do this obviously on a lot smaller scale and slowly build it up over time. This has taken me, as I said, a good number of years to get to this point, and don't expect it to happen overnight. And as I've said in previous videos as well, it's helpful. I enjoy this aspect of EVE, but even then, so say sometimes it's hard going. So if crunching numbers and looking through spreadsheets, etc., isn't your thing, then yeah, I wouldn't encourage you possibly to go this route, or especially not to the extent that I have or other people do. You're going to find it very miserable, I imagine, over the long term. And so if you'd like to see a few more of these as we go forward over the next month, then please do let me know. Again, I will happily share or answer any questions that you have. By all means, don't be afraid to ask. Drop in the channel's StrangeNet as well. You can feel free to hang out here to ask questions, or just to, I don't know, if you're bored and you're doing manufacturing on your own, it can be a bit lonely. Just drop in, say hi. Anybody's welcome. So that's me. Thank you for listening. I hope that was interesting and not too repetitive, boring, etc. And fly safe. Thanks for watching.